Are you missing Wright's pies and Greggs as much as I am? Well, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy steak bake or steak pie so that you can make it at home. To make this, you'll need finely diced beef. I got a beef steak and cut it into little pieces, and I used about 100 grams of beef. If you're veggie or vegan, you can use Quorn mince or a meat alternative. Around 200 ml of beef stock. And if you're veggie or vegan, use a vegetable stock. 1 tablespoon of cornflour. You're going to mix this with 100 ml of water to make a kind of slurry. Some puff pastry and an egg. Whisk your egg so it looks like this. For vegans, you can use a milk alternative. Oat milk is a favourite. You're also going to need a baking tray, a frying pan, a measuring jug, a spoon, a fork, and a knife. Step 1. Preheat your oven to 200 degrees. Step 2. Cook your finely diced beef in a frying pan until browned. If you're using a meat alternative, cook your alternative until ready. If you're using steak chunks in a tin, simply warm these through in a saucepan. Step 3. Once your beef is browned or your alternative cooked, pour over your beef or vegetable stock, and then your cornflour and water mix. If you're using steak chunks in a tin, you can ignore this stage as there should already be some sauce in the tin with your chunks. Step 4. Season the mixture with salt and pepper and let it boil to thicken to your liking. Step 5. Cut your puff pastry into squares. Your pastry can be as large or as small as you wish, just make sure the top pieces are slightly larger than the bottom pieces. Step 6. Now get your whisked egg and egg wash the edges of your pastry. You can do this with a brush or with your fingers. This will act as a sort of glue for your pastry when the other piece is put on top. Step 7. Spoon your filling onto your egg-washed pastry squares. You want to make sure to keep your filling in the centre of your pastry and don't put too much on as they'll be harder to seal. Step 8. Place your other puff pastry square on top. Step 9. Seal the pastry by pressing a fork around the edges. Step 10. Score the top of your pastry with some lines using your knife. Step 11. Egg wash the tops of your pastry. Step 12. Place the uncooked pastry in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees or until golden brown and piping hot. And there you have it, your very own steak bake. Now tuck in and enjoy.